We knew they were coming, and they are here. The Chaos Legionnaires have been fully revealed on Warhammer Community today. They are the latest Warcry Warband to be revealed and will be released alongside the Heart of Ghur box set. Let's take a look at the Warhammer Community article. So here we have a brand new article from Warhammer Community releasing the Chaos Legionnaires on us finally. So I've talked about these in other videos. They were leaked about 5 weeks or so ago alongside a lot of Slaves to Darkness materials. So we knew they were coming. We know the Slaves to Darkness book, which they feature in, is appearing at the end of this year. So it's no surprise they're here. We just didn't quite know when. So really exciting to get a good look at them. So the article is called Be'lakor's Chosen, Heed the War Cry and Head Towards the Narwhal. So they are affiliated and linked to Be'lakor. So just skimming down, I just got to show these models. Look at them, they're great, aren't they? I mean, look at this this giant scimitar style sword, these odd horns that are growing out of them that almost look like something that's nautical, like a weird warped snail shell popping out of the shoulders, and something you can see throughout on those are this kind of grimacing Be'lakor-like face. So you see it here on the knee pad. Oh, that one's got a cloven hoof. I just saw that. Oh, 2 cloven hoofs. Cool. These may not even be part of the helmet. They could be horns. So we've got this real interesting motif carried throughout. And in a lot of the warbands, certainly the original warbands, it was the belt buckle that would traditionally hold a kind of icon that was consistent. On these, it appears to be the grimacing face here and here that just kind of appears throughout. So this is the one that was leaked, appearing on the kind of Chaos Cultist page of the Slaves to Darkness. So some people would have seen this, albeit not as clear an image. Yeah, we're sort of seeing some horns carried on throughout, some really classic undivided Chaos looks here. These giant maces are great. There's a real Asian influence, more so on some of them, but you can see it on these kind of armor plates and the shape of the helmets here and that kind of thing, which is really interesting to see. I mean, they look great. I mean, how intimidating are these two guys with the double-handed axes? I mean, look at them; they're horrible. I mean, they're gonna sit in a really nice place between the Chaos Cultists that we've got at the moment and the Chaos Warriors, kind of showing almost like this kind of stepping stone. So it'll be interesting to see how these are incorporated into Age of Sigmar. And something else that plays up to the elite aspect of them is we're only seeing 8 models here, so these are the final 2. Again, we're sort of getting a mix of gender in these, which has been increasingly better across the ranges. So you do get a mix here. So, and again, here's the Be'lakor symbol. So, yeah, really interesting to have a proper look at these. So, let's take a quick look at the lore associated with them now. So we're told Be'lakor has a plan, a nefarious and shadowy plan to create a schism among the tribes of ruin, turning chaos-aligned mortals away from the Ever-Chosen and towards himself through the deployment of his Legionnaires. Accompanying the Chaos Legionnaires are the Centaurian Marshals. We've already seen this one, and it was I think it was during Warhammer Day that they did this kind of release. But the Centaurian Marshal is going to be an ally in Warcry, and for those who are less familiar with the game, chaotic allies can be aligned to any chaotic force, and it seems whilst he's being associated with these particular legionnaires in style and that kind of thing, you can see the armor plating and the weaponry looks similar. It's very likely you'd be able to ally him to any Warcry warband that's chaos aligned, and does make it interesting if we are moving away from the chaos side of things, which again I've touched upon in some of my previous videos, where we're going to potentially get a largish ally for some of the other areas such as death, destruction, and order. So, moving down, as Archaon sends his forces into the Narwood to search for the Eye of Chotek, the Chaos Legionnaires are there, marching through the undergrowth too. Using the bamboo platforms and rope bridges of Ghur to find clear routes, they traverse the dense jungle in search of hidden loot and the arcane secrets of the stricken ship. These Chaos Warbands are led by vicious Decuriarch. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Decuriarchs, who spread the wicked whispers of Be'lakor throughout the Ever-Chosen's armies. If they find the heart of the crashed Seraphon void ship, they may be able to prove beyond doubt that Be'lakor is the Dark God's chosen once and for all. So getting another image of them here with some scenery and that kind of thing. This is scenery we've seen before, so some of these barrels are sort of they've been available with the ogres and lots of other things, and Not too sure. Oh yeah, the treasure chests have been evolved in kits, and there's some ogre scenery at the back and the cow hanging down from the giant. So I was just wondering if we were going to get a glimpse at some new scenery there, but this does seem to be scenery that's been pieced together by the Warhammer team. So again, checking out the Ghur arc. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Really meaty skill points here, but it does look like there's only 8 of them, so they might all be slightly more elite, but certainly stands up competitively well against the other leaders we've seen for the new warbands. So with 22 wounds, 5 toughness, it's beating on those 2 fronts. 4 attacks, 4 wounds. Again, we've had equivalent with the Nurgle, and 2s and 5s for damage. So not hitting as much on the regular attacks, but has a really hefty crit there. So, so yeah, this is going to be somebody to watch out for, I think. It'd be interesting to see what skill they have associated with them, and whether that might be a reaction. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys, and I'm looking forward even more to seeing what's coming next that's maybe not chaosy. The map suggests maybe we'll see a Tzeentch and a Khorne warband, but we don't know how reliable that map is and whether that's really hinting at anything. So yeah, we do know that there's only so many cultists that are fitting in the Slaves to Darkness book. So interesting to see what happens next. So cheers for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this content, please do feel free to hit like, and if you'd like to hear more on Warcry, the latest news specifically relating to 2nd edition, please do feel free to hit subscribe. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you've got any comments about what to expect further from 2nd edition or future warbands, I'd love to hear from you. So take care and keep safe.